Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a brand new setting that was added for controller players. In case you guys aren't aware, there's a brand new dead zone setting that we're going to be taking a look at. And for some of you, you guys are going to have to adjust this based on your own individual preference. But I want to explain a little bit more about what dead zone is so you can better understand how you need to make changes to this particular setting to best fit your individual skill set, play style, and controller that you're using. If you do enjoy the video, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you're brand new, looking to find your way back for whatever reason, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. So the first thing what we're going to do is talk about what dead zone is. So I'm going to put this to the extreme and it'll be pretty noticeable what is happening. So the first thing we're going to do is jump into a match. We're going to play with this so you can actually see how me moving the actual right analog stick will actually affect the gameplay. I do have a Control Freak on here. If you don't have a Control Freak, you might need to adjust it a little bit differently, but we're going to go ahead and go through the various steps on this brand new setting. So the easiest way to show this is with my hand off of this. So what I'm going to do is aim at the target. So right now we can see the dead zone is at the highest, which is that 0.4. And then what we're going to do is look at how this affects it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this, make sure it's centered. And then when I move this, you'll be able to see on screen how much it actually moves. So you can see how far I'm moving the thumbstick. You can see that the aim is not moving at all, still not moving, and then it starts to move after I've gone just a little bit further on the distance. We'll go ahead and repeat this going the opposite way so you can kind of see how the aim will work. So there's going to be a little bit of give before it actually moves, and this is how dead zones work. Normally you want it to be this close to zero as possible. And the reason why I say as close to zero as possible, because in some scenarios, if your controller is a little bit older, and when you put the dead zone that low, it ends up putting yourself into stick drift. And if you're not sure what stick drift is, and that means if I didn't have a hand on the controller, it would essentially do this when I'm not touching anything at all on the controller. So it's just something you got to be aware of. Now what we'll do is go ahead and change it to a lower setting, and you'll go ahead and see 0, and we'll see how responsive that is. Right now you can see my controller doesn't have any issues. And it's not really stick drifting. Oh, it is kind of stick drifting. You can see now it's moving up and to the left a little bit. If I'm not touching hands on the controller, if you look very closely, you can see that it's slightly drifting. And the main thing you want to look at is the actual rocks. You can see the crosshairs are moving from that rock area. So in this particular case, I'm going to get a little bit of stick drift. And then what happens is I can adjust it. You can see how sensitive this thing is. And it'll kind of stick drift whichever direction I put it in. So that might be a little bit too low for this controller. So let's go ahead and go up to 5 and let's see if we still have that little bit of stick drift. So right now we can see that it's not moving. If I put my crosshairs literally on the edge of this door, we can see if it moves. You can see it's slightly moving to the right. So I'd go in there and maybe adjust it again. Options. Let's go ahead and put that to 7. And let's see if now we get that lined up perfectly. Is there any kind of stick drift? No stick drift. So this is probably where I need to put mine. Maybe I'll try it on 6 to see if that makes a difference. But now you can see how much more responsive it is compared to the 40% that we saw earlier, or the 0.4. I'm barely moving the stick and it moves. So some people don't like that because they tend to wiggle their sticks around a little bit. And you can see I'm barely touching the stick here and there's no stick drift. If I line that up, there's no vertical stick drift. And there's no horizontal stick drift. So that's really what I wanted to cover. Obviously, if you guys have more questions about best settings, nothing else has really changed to my knowledge. And I've already covered a video on all the best settings that I'll go ahead and link in the description. That helps you out. But I did want to cover this brand new dead zone setting so you have a better idea on how to adjust this for yourself. Hopefully you did find the video helpful. If you did in any way, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And if you're brand new, looking to find your way back for more tips and tricks and Call of Duty related content, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Thank you for watching. And as always, have a great day.